First up, we have news from the senior Samajwadi Party leader Azam Khan, who has blamed the BJP over the murder of the man in the Delhi suburb of Greater Noida in Dadri, where that murder took place when he was killed by a mob over rumours of him storing and eating beef. Azam Khan, in fact, has alleged that the BJP is behind the entire incident and it's the party that is trying to stoke communal tension in the state of Uttar Pradesh ahead of the 2017 assembly elections. Azam Khan said that the BJP is trying to replicate their Muzaffarnagar riot strategy yet again by stoking communal violence.
बहुत दिनों से ये कोशिश हो रही है कि 2017 के चुनाव से पहले कोई बड़ा कत्लेआम भारतीय जनता पार्टी उत्तर प्रदेश में करे, क्योंकि मुजफ्फरनगर का तजुर्बा कामयाब गुजरा है, इसलिए इस तरह की वारदातें हो रही हैं। कहां लिए जा रहे हैं देश को? मोदी जी दुनिया को संदेश दे रहे हैं, आप अहिंसा परमो धर्मा। 2002 के दंगों के दाग अभी आपके माथे और दामन से हटे नहीं हैं। इतना जघन्य अपराध हो गया, लाउड स्पीकर से ऐलान हुआ और कंट्रोल नहीं किया जा सका, मौके पर सक्षम बल नहीं पहुंचा। ये खुद में बहुत अफसोसनाक बात है।
Okay, we are getting in now a reaction from the BJP on that statement that has been made by the Samajwadi Party leader Azam Khan. Mr. Sanjay Kaul joins us for more on this. So how do you react to this claim that has been made by, such a senior party leader, where he has squarely put the blame, pinned the blame on your party?
I don't know what you mean by a senior leader, because true to character, this is a completely irresponsible statement from the spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. But I also thought that he clearly implicated his own government, because he admitted that there was no forces available and that attention was not paid and the situation was allowed to get out of hand. I'm amazed that people who are responsible for governance in the state are passing the blame on the Prime Minister for an issue which is completely local. In the one instance. The other is that there is a very clear attempt at adding fuel to fire, and this is from a party which has presided over the largest number of riots in its state as compared to the entire nation in the last 5 years. And I'm surprised that somebody is shooting off their mouth at a particular time when, instead of solving the problem, instead of calming nerves. And I'm saying that, at this point in time, to be able to make comments of this nature are in fact playing to the exact desire of the Samajwadi Party to polarize the to polarize the election. So the charge is not only wrong, it's reprehensible, and it is, unfortunately, the boot is unfortunately on the other foot.
All right. Mr. Kaul, by senior I meant he is, the urban development minister, and he's also gone on to say that this is a strategy adopted by your party, to stoke communal tension ahead of the assembly polls. How would you react to that? And now, I understand what you said, but after this statement, what does your party plan to do?
No, my point is simply this, that the Muzaffarnagar riot was exactly the same scenario. To that extent, he's completely right, but he implicates himself and his own government. A government which is unable to keep peace has no business being there in the first place. So is he admitting, is he willing to resign? Those are the questions to be asked. And a man doesn't become senior merely because he's a minister. There has to be seniority of views. There has to be maturity of how to manage the situation. A minister in the government is making, internal statements like this instead of trying to solve the problem. That is what I'm trying to say. And as far as we are concerned, it is a reprehensible incident. But what are the facts of the case? Is Mr. Azam Khan confirming what we are reading about as a rumor? Does he have the facts of the case? Is he able to stand up and say, and will his testimony stand in court? To be able to speak like this at a time when there is absolutely no guarantees of information, it's very, very scary.
Absolutely. Sir, absolutely. It is an unfortunate incident that has happened, and it is even more unfortunate how the blame game has begun. But what do you have to say about the increase in model policing? We're seeing a sudden spurt in incidents like this, and this is the case that is the latest in a series of such vigilante attacks against people in the country.
So there are two ways to look at this. One is, of course, that that there has been an undue, abnormal and focused interest in incidents of this sort ever since the BJP has come into power, because let us face it, over the last 65 years, there's been a trend to dilute the other side of the story. So the moment that there is the right-wing agenda threat is being held out, these stories obviously become contextually very important. But you know and I know that this state has been mired in incidents like this for the last so many years. And let us stand with the facts instead of bringing out just one incident, making it as if all of the country suddenly collapsing. This is a reprehensible incident. If it is anywhere close to what is being suggested, it is still a reprehensible incident. But what is more reprehensible is that the people in charge of maintaining peace, order in the state are, instead of trying to do their job, pinning blame on everybody else.
Okay, I'll just ask you to hold there. I'm also joined on the phone line by Akhilesh Pratap Singh from the Congress. Your initial reactions, scathing attack that has been made by the Samajwadi Party leader Azam Khan, pinning the blame on the BJP government and holding them responsible for the death of the Mohammed that we saw yesterday in Dadri.
आप देखें कि जो ये घटना हुई है दादरी में, उसके दोषियों को डिफेंड कौन कर रहा है? वहाँ के स्थानीय सांसद केंद्रीय मंत्री महेश शर्मा जी बयान दे रहे हैं कि हादसा गलतफहमी का नतीजा है, ये हादसा है। इससे साफ जाहिर होता है कि कौन किसे डिफेंड कर रहा है, क्यों डिफेंड किया जा रहा है। इससे बड़ा प्रूफ और क्या चाहिए किसी के शामिल होने या किसी के हाथ होने या किसी की मनसा होने का? इससे बड़ा प्रूफ और कोई नहीं मिलने वाला। जो बीजेपी में आज क्या है कि जो लोग कट्टर हिंसक सांप्रदायिक चीजों को आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं, वही पद पा रहे हैं, वही पुरस्कृत हो रहे हैं, वही सत्ता में भी पद पा रहे हैं, पार्टी में भी पद पा रहे हैं। कहीं मोदी जी किसी को नियंत्रित नहीं कर रहे हैं, किसी को रोक नहीं रहे हैं, किसी को समझा नहीं रहे हैं। फ्री हो गया है कि आप इन सब चीजों को बढ़ाइए और पुरस्कार पाइए सरकार से। कुछ छुपा नहीं है। अब किसी को कभी मोदी जी ने रोका? इतनी कटुता, इतने गलत बयानी हो रही है, सांप्रदायिक हिंसक बातें की जा रही है बीजेपी के शीर्ष नेतृत्व तक से नीचे तक। कभी कहा गया कि अब आप ये बातें ना बोलें? सख्ती बरती गई, किसी पे पार्टी या सरकार के द्वारा कार्रवाई की गई?
नहीं अखिलेश जी, एक बात बताइए, मैं ये पूछना चाहती थी आपसे कि हमने अभी सुना था जो आजम खान ने बोला है गवर्नमेंट के खिलाफ और जो गवर्नमेंट की रिएक्शन हुई है, आप भी ऑपोजिशन में हो अभी, बट आपको नहीं लगता है कि ये इतनी अनफॉर्चुनेट दुर्घटना हुई है? मोहम्मद अखलाक जो इंसान थे उनकी मौत हो गई है एज अ रिजल्ट ऑफ दिस इंसिडेंट, और एक दूसरे पर इल्जाम लगाने के बजाय ऑल रिस्पॉन्सिबल पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज नीड टू सिट डाउन एंड एड्रेस दिस अलार्मिंग सिचुएशन इन आवर कंट्री।
देखिए, ये दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण घटना, इससे बड़ी दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण घटना नहीं हो सकती है। लेकिन जब लोग इस घटना में लिप्त लोगों को डिफेंड करना शुरू करते हैं, तो फिर क्या उन्हें डिफेंड करने दिया जाए? फिर तो सच्चाई बोलनी पड़ेगी ना। इनके लोग, उनके स्थानीय बीजेपी के एक एमएलए, कई और स्थानीय लीडर, केंद्रीय मंत्री अब सामने आकर के क्यों डिफेंड कर रहे हैं? क्यों कह रहे हैं कि ये एक हादसा है, गलतफहमी है? लाउड स्पीकर से ऐलान होता है, घर में घुस के लोग मारते हैं और आप उसे हादसा गलतफहमी बता रहे हैं।
नो बट द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट हैज टू बी रिस्पांसिबल फॉर दैट, राइट?
प्लीज एक मिनट, एक रिस्पांसिबल मिनिस्टर जो यूनियन मिनिस्टर है, उसे क्या इस प्रकार के बयान शोभा देते हैं? बीजेपी के लोगों को जो वहां पर स्थानीय लीडर हैं, इस तरह के बयान शोभा देते हैं? इतना बड़ा दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण घटना हुई है। कभी उस गांव में आपस में कभी किसी प्रकार का द्वेष नहीं था, जैसा कि हम आप लोगों के माध्यम से सुन रहे हैं। हमारे लोग भी वहां गए हैं। तो ये माहौल क्यों खराब किया जा रहा है? क्यों इस तरह की चीजें हो रही हैं? क्यों डिफेंड किया जा रहा है? क्यों जस्ट बात नहीं की जा रही है? पहले भी नहीं की गई बीजेपी की तरफ से। ये तो अफसोस है कि आप सत्ता में हैं, आपकी जिम्मेदारी जवाबदेही बनती है। जो इस तरह की बात करे, आप कहते हैं कि हम सबका साथ सबका विकास, लेकिन आप स्टेप उठाते हुए कहीं नहीं दिख रहे हैं सबका साथ सबका विकास। इसलिए पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज को बोलना पड़ता है कि सच्चाई ये है, जो ये बोल रहे हैं वो सच्चाई नहीं है।
All right. I don't know if I have Sanjay Kaul there on the phone line. Do we have Mr. Kaul? Would you like to respond to those statements made by Akhilesh Pratap Singh?
Yeah, I think what is very interesting to note is that Mr. Akhilesh Pratap Singh and Azam Khan are roughly are speaking the same language. So clearly, your idea that Congress is in the opposition in the UP is not correct. They are actually the same party in many ways. And I would, to that extent, also remind everybody that Congress was the party in power at the center when the largest number of incidents of rioting happened in UP. And so I think that context is necessary. Now the other thing is that there seems to be some problem with this gentleman trying to suggest that there is somebody defending some people. Does he also have complete facts of the case? Is he telling me that everybody has the right to accuse without it going to court, but nobody has the right to defend. So let us not start talking like people on the street. That is not expected from political leadership. What is expected is that you control the situation, place blame where it is. These are all people, small people who are trying to attach themselves somehow to the importance of Mr. Modi. I do not see why a small incident in a state or an incident in a state, let's not call it small, is to be relegated each time to the Prime Minister of the country whose current issues are of a much larger nature. These are all people, small politicians trying to attach themselves somehow to the name Mr. Modi and so that they can come onto television channels. The question is simple. What state did this happen in? Who is responsible for it? Who takes care of law and order? Why did situations like this arise? If such a situation was expected, even if it was not expected, why did police not arrive? Why was this not taken care of? This is the question to ask. Any reasonable politician, any reasonable leader will first ask the blame, where did it start, who created it, why did it happen? They will not go all the way to Timbuktu to try and establish blame.
Right. Akhilesh Pratap Singh, if you're there on the phone line, I also wanted to ask you that you were talking about, the increase in violence. Now, we have seen violence and we have seen riots even during the UPA government's, role. And it's not something that is new to it. But why don't political parties now, responsibly address this matter and stop these nefarious activities of communal polarization that we're seeing in our country?
देखिए, मैं सबका जवाब दे रहा हूँ। पहले मैं बीजेपी के प्रवक्ता का जवाब दे दूं। उन्होंने कहा कि स्मॉल इंसिडेंट है। इससे इनकी मनस्थिति को आप अंदाजा लगा सकते हैं। इसे स्मॉल इंसिडेंट बता रहे हैं। और अगर एक सत्य को चार साइड के लोग एक सत्य को सत्य कहते हैं तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं होता है कि वो साथ हो गए। बहुत से इशूज पे बीजेपी हमारा साथ देती है, नेशनल इंटरेस्ट पे हम भी बहुत से नेशनल इंटरेस्ट पे बीजेपी का साथ दिए। इसका मतलब थोड़े ना कि हम लोग एक साथ के हो गए। अगर कोई एक घटना हुई है, जो घटना सत्य है, उस पर समाजवादी पार्टी या कांग्रेस बोले तो सत्य पे बोल रहे हैं, साथ होने न होने के नाते नहीं बोल रहे हैं। जो सत्य है वो बोल रहे हैं। तो ये बीजेपी की सोच है। जवाब नहीं दिया कि क्यों इनके बीजेपी के मिनिस्टर उसको जस्टिफाई कर रहे हैं। एक हादसा है और एक घटना, एक दुर्भाग्य, इसको हादसा बता रहे हैं। और तीसरी बात जो आपने पूछा है, आपको याद होगा इसी लोकसभा चुनाव के दौरान इसी मुजफ्फरनगर में इनके राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष जो बने हैं, तब उपाध्यक्ष थे, उन्होंने क्या कहा था? गोधरा भी आप भूले नहीं होंगे, जिस पे इलेक्शन कमीशन ने इनको रोका भी था यूपी में प्रवेश करने को। उसका पुरस्कार देकर के उन्हें राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष बना दिया गया। तो ये बीजेपी का है, क्राइटेरिया है कि आप जितना कम्युनल टेंशन फैला सकते हैं।
मगर सर, मुजफ्फरनगर राइट्स भी तो 2013 में हुए थे। उस टाइम भी कितने लोग डिस्प्लेस हुए थे।
हाँ, तो क्यों आप वहीं जाकर के क्यों अमित शाह जी ने ये बयान दिया था? क्यों बोला था कि आप लोगों को गोधरा भी याद है ना? क्यों बोला था? किस लिए बोला था? उस राइट्स के दोषियों के ऊपर, जिनके ऊपर चार्जशीटेड हैं, जो इन पे पुलिस मुकदमे हैं, उन लोगों को मंच पे मोदी जी बिठाते हैं तो मोदी जी का नाम नहीं लिया जाएगा क्या? उन्हें जज सिक्योरिटी देती है तो किसका नाम लिया जाएगा? वो अपने किसी मिनिस्टर को या किसी को कभी उन्होंने रोका कि खबरदार, सबका साथ सबका विकास की मैं बात कर रहा हूँ, ये मुझे बर्दाश्त नहीं है? कभी रोका? नहीं रोका। इसलिए उनके ऊपर उंगली उठ रही है कि उनका ये डबल स्टैंडर्ड है, डबल चेहरा है। आज वही सब दिख रहा है इस प्रदेश में और देश में और दुनिया में। ये मैसेज जा रहा है कि मोदी जी कट्टर हिंसक पार्टी के नुमाइंदगी करते हैं, वो इस चीज को रोकना नहीं चाहते हैं।
Mr. Kaul, you were just talking about the state government's effectiveness in this particular case, but I also want to just ask you a larger question there. You are the government right now in power, and we are seeing this, increased trend of intolerance. The intensity of intolerance is really alarming, whether it's censoring critics, whether it's undermining the judiciary or suppressing religious freedom. Why is this happening? Why is it? Why proper steps are not being taken to tackle this?
No, I think I'll repeat what I said earlier. You asked me this question earlier, and I have to request you to take cognizance of what I am saying in my official capacity. The idea that there are such incidents on the rise when put against factual data is wrong. The idea that this is making big news these days because BJP in power, that is correct. You need to look back, and because I believe that journalists deal with facts and not the ideas of things. You will go back and you will see that all the claims of attacks on Christians, churches were all proved one by one to be false. It is important for the media to manage this very responsibly. This is India. This country has a history and a tradition of absorbing and not reacting to people with differences. Please do not undermine the real nature of the culture of this country. I urge you that merely because of one incident or two, and again I'm repeating, this gentleman got it wrong when I said that merely because of a small incident, I changed my line, and you can go back and hear it again when I said, or any incident, is not going to become the leitmotif, the real representative of this country or its behavior. So my point is very simple. Please localize a localized problem and don't try to make it a national issue, because then you create more doubts about everybody and then more resentment is created. You must act as responsibly as I think politicians have to act. In this case, if this has happened, number one, this has happened, it's reprehensible. Number two, if it is anywhere close to what is being suggested, it is still reprehensible. We will not allow this. We will not tolerate this. This story, this government is not about these incidents. It's about
Mr. Sanjay Kaul, I can assure you that it is definitely not, the media's endeavor to promote or to spread resentment amongst communities, and hopefully, all responsible political parties can just wake up to the alarming cases of moral policing. But thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Mr. Akhilesh Pratap Singh, for speaking to us on India Today. We will continue to get more reactions on what Azam Khan has said about the BJP pinning the blame on the Prime Minister and asking him to rein in all of these people who are responsible for the death of that gentleman yesterday in Dadri. We'll take